Good morning, everybody. Sunday, November 4th, 2018. It is time once again for Coffee Time Sunday. Welcome to all of you. Good to have Missy Jenn in the house today. And we're going to start with the important thing, of course, and that is Missy Jenn. It's now 1 week and 2 days her post-infusion for her third go-round of Ocrevus. And I'll tell you, no kidding, it's been a tough week with the, really slammed you hard this time.
Yeah, it's
a lot of GI upset and things like that. So.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling now? You're probably just about reached the low point. Generally it takes about 2 weeks till Missy Jenn feels like she's popping. At least that's the case for the last time. But I'll shut my mouth.
I've been having actually problems with dizzy spells. And yeah, the gastric.
So
that's now finally under control. And I'm just having problems with the breathing. That's kind of shortness of breath, which I think comes from, and I've been kind of talking to some people in a group that are on Ocrevus that have a little bit of problem with that too. Could come from the steroids, from the pre-meds.
Yeah, I think it's also allergy season. We have we've been warmer. I mean, our tomato plants are still going great guns out there. I mean, they look as green as they do in July, August. I don't even think we've broken 40 degrees yet in the morning here. So the allergies have been high, the leaf mold and some other things. And I think some of that's got Missy Jenn a little bit too. So this is the week that things should start to improve a little bit. As Missy Jenn indicated, the GI things are starting to clear.
Thank God.
And I would expect that, the other breathing things would clear too. Remember, this infusion actually remaps your immune system to try to greatly reduce the immune system attacking itself, which is one of the hallmarks of multiple sclerosis. Is your nerves get attacked as if they're foreign invaders in your body and destroyed. And it's regenerating nerves is still a laboratory work in progress, and there are some things on the horizon that promise to do some restoration of that. So it's exciting stuff to look forward to. We do have the fishing coming up, fishing crabbing combo. They did open the crab season yesterday. There were slightly elevated levels of domoic acid here, which is in certain quantities, it can cause nervous system problems. It's a naturally occurring toxin, but it was at such a low level, they within just barely above normal range, that they decided to go ahead and open up the crab season, which is good. So we're hoping Friday, with 3 of us going out, my best friend Janet, her husband, and myself, that we will be getting limit on 10 crabs each, plus 10 cod. So we should have a nice full day. I will, of course, be taking the GoPro. I don't know if I'll be taking the new one with me, because all Missy Jenn envisions is
push lump, and then that was it.
That's all she wrote. Right down in the ocean, and I'm not going down 189 feet or whatever, a free dive to try to get that with the, forget about it. Okay. Let's get on to other things now, drama and hangouts. And, I was unaware last week that I had a problem with another hangout host. And I think one of the things about about being me is that I think the drama community, Missy Jenn, is still getting to know me. And I think a lot of times I'm observed. I mean, I do a different kind of chat on my chats. It would be very easy to come on here and put a title like, I'm going to fillet some mofo today, or I'm going to take somebody X down a notch, or it's on bitch, or something like that. As you know, that's not my style at all. Not my style. Now, that would be an easy way with my subscriber base to easily get 300-400 people in a chat. But again, it's not my style. Why? Because it's not my nature, number one. And number two, I don't think I could, I don't know, live with myself or feel guilt or look back at that. So I don't do it. So I think consequently, a lot of people in the drama community are and continue to kind of put me under a microscope to see if I'm going to break, if something's going to change, and one day I'm just going to go off and nail somebody. Well, as Missy Jenn will tell you, it takes something really extreme. It takes an extreme amount of pressure, and I will break loose, and there will be a vid up, but that is such a rarity. I don't think anybody on the drama community, anybody on Boyd, has generated near the number of hangouts that I have. Not even remotely close to it. And I would say 95% of those hangouts, they may not be drama-free, because we'll talk about what I do wrong in the eyes of other people. But they're not hangouts where people get bashed and controversy like that starts. So consequently, it's something that I can continue doing because it fits my nature. Now, the mistake that I make, and my friends will be glad to tell you, is trying to be inclusive on chats. To take what we might call broken or misfit or people that are having a hard time integrating into chats, and then trying to take a hammer and a chisel and kind of knock the rough edges off so maybe they'll fit into the round hole. I'm never going to stop doing that because that's my nature to do that. Yeah, I might step off the gas pedal once in a while. But I know, being who I am, how uncomfortable and how sad it is to kind of be on the outside, especially if you're a prideful person and you're thinking to yourself, well, I can't lose any face, I can't just come in and you got to be yourself too. So I understand the dilemma of people trying to integrate and change themselves and mold and fit. So that's the drama angle. So I don't always catch other streams. I don't always catch if somebody feels slighted. But I feel like there was one chat stream that was observing and listening. This is a person I like very much. It's Janie, Late Night with Nippy and Janie. I enjoy laying in bed and listening to their streams a lot of times. They have the call-in streams. And I think that Janie, who watches my videos, and I'm grateful for that, I listen to her things. She kind of perceived that I finally fell off the fence riding, and came down with Shoot the Shit and Pam. The reality, though, is something far different. The reality in that particular situation was, and using a term as I did last night when describing that event, when Pam had come in from Shoot the Shit and said that she was being dragged. I said something like, it's okay, Pam, I know which side your bread is buttered on. At that time, I was saying something to make her feel positive because I'm doing a street stream and I don't have time to really sit down and dig into exactly what's going on. Plus, there's trolls that appear and they try to bring burning coals, what I call burning coals, from chat to chat, right? They'll go over and report what somebody said, but they'll amplify it 100 times and they'll twist it in the hopes that you will drop everything on your stream that you're doing and believe what they say and run with it. And this is a catastrophic mistake that a lot of people make. And then they're triggered and they go off, and then it's off to the races because the other person's like, I said nothing like that. That's not what happened at all. And F you for believing that I could ever do so. You understand how that cycles. So again, I'm a lousy candidate for coal carriers because I don't engage. I seize that moment and say, hey, here's something to make you feel good, keep you engaged in my chat and having fun. And most times, 99.99% of the time, it works. We stay engaged. If you think it's easy to do live streams and not to engage, not to always grab that low-hanging fruit of drama, or think to yourself, oh, this is going to be juicy when I go live with this. This is going to be packing the house. You know, what do you get for it at the end of the day? It's like Katie said, Miss Fucking Wonderful on her channel. All you get is people that run a closed circuit, and these are wonderful people. They're engaged in the drama. They're engaged in the void. They like to go from place to place because it's, you know, drama packs it in, and you can't blame them for going because nothing in the world sells like drama, and it makes for a good dust up, and it makes for good viewing when somebody's chimping out and going crazy on a hangout. To avoid that, though, takes one of two things. You either have to have a superhuman backbone to remap your personality for X number of hours that you're live streaming, or it's got to be your basic nature. Otherwise, you can't sustain it, right? You can't fake it. You can fake it a week. You can fake it a month. You might fake it 6 months, but sooner or later, you're going to break, and the real you is going to come out. Well, I feel pretty lucky in my case of hosting all the chats and things that 99% of the time I never do hangouts to talk about. So therefore, they have to build up with people that just enjoy the experience and enjoy the positive conversation. But they know in their minds and their hearts they're not going to go to a place where people are being, you know, where somebody's being singled out and talked about, because that's not the style that I do. So I'm going on new directions that have been great, taking people to places they've never been before. Yes, people are concerned about me, and that's not the worst thing in the world. And I do appreciate that. But I can't change my basic nature, so if people are still expecting me to fall off some kind of fence, it ain't never gonna happen. I take each individual person. Now, I happen to enjoy Pam and Ricky very much. I feel very kindred to them. People, oh, you're new? Hell no. I've been hanging out on the porch since before most people in the drama community even started streaming or signed up for YouTube. Okay. Just because I don't run my big mouth over there doesn't mean that I haven't been there. So I feel a particular closeness to them. Do I co-sign everything that's done? No. When Randy was under pressure and the comment that was made about her job, now I happen to like Randy and B very much. I enjoy their hangouts. I'm even a wrench holder in Randy's chat. She and B do tremendous murder chats and talking about cases, and I really enjoy that, and I enjoy her as a person. So I took a moment when that was mentioned in my stream to say, oh, heck no. Any job, you know, especially down on the Boyd, somebody that works is like, wow, you know, this is amazing. Any work is noble. So when the time comes, yes, I am a stand-up person when it comes to things like that. Why? because I do value the friendship of Randy, and I do value B. And I do enjoy Diane's streams. I don't know the backstory, but I don't want to pollute myself with all the backstory about things. And I call it pollute myself because I don't want to change my frame of reference for the way that I see these people, because they've treated me, Diane and Wendy, a positive way, and Pirate, and Mrs. ATX. And even dropping over to Katie's chats once in a while. And just stopping in on the side and saying hi. It's all cool. You know, it's not positive in every chat, but again, I'm not going to single it out today. I'm just going to keep on being me and living the life here. So if you're expecting me to hit that fence and fall in, it ain't going to happen. Okay? So we're going to wrap it up a coffee time today. Always good stuff coming up on the channel. The streams are big. I mean, there's, you know, even the space girl from Planet Tripwire, not everybody's cup of tea. But it's become far and away the largest numerical chats, with sometimes 60,000 people enjoying those streams, and usually around 5,000 or 8,000 people, because we just have fun, get goofy, and be stupid. At least I do. Anyway, guys, hope to see you around this week. We got crabbing, good times. I love everybody that comes to my channel. I love that street chooching. Good things. Love having Missy Jenn here and having her in my life, and hoping to see her get some real leg up on this MS, and some of our friends too. Anyway, we're going to sign off and say happy Sunday to you.
Happy Sunday, all.
And thanks for being here for another coffee time.